Hey guys, Dr. Art here, and yes, it is the dreaded Chrysler Death Flash tune that the dealers put on your vehicles that you didn't want. Now, what is the dreaded Chrysler Death Flash? Back in the 1990s and 2000s, when you would roll your vehicle in for an oil change into the Chrysler dealership, and then unbeknownst to you, they'd plug it in and they would change the tune on your computer for you. Now, their reasoning for this, allegedly, was to stop engine pinging and preserve the engine and stuff like this. Well, that's allegedly all bullshit. Basically, it looks like the factory got caught red-handed, kind of fudging the emissions rules and stuff like that, and by retarding some of this ignition in the load and wide open throttle positions, it lowered the NOx emissions from the vehicle to a federally mandated margin. How do you tell if you have the Death Flash? Well, there's going to be a sticker, and I'll see if I can get a copy of this sticker for you and put it up on the screen here. What happened? Your lovely running vehicle all of a sudden was sluggish on the throttle response, notably less power when towing, and especially physically tell there was they had done something bad to your vehicle. Right? The fix is how to tune it. Well, that's what we're going to cover today. I had a buddy of a buddy who lives locally here reach out to me. He just picked up a well-used 2000 Durango with a 5.9, and he's like, yeah, I seen the sticker on my ECU. I got a Death Flash. Can you help me out? I said, yeah, bring it over, because it was close, locally. And we went through it, and yeah, it opened up, and it was pretty sad. Let me start my screensaver here. And you can see this is a 5.9 Durango. We did a nice tune for him, okay? 5.9 Durango, 2000. And here is, I'll give you the basic overview. There's a couple little nuances that we don't really need to get into because of time. But here's the big thing. You go to his spark tables, right? And again, this is the stock ECU with that dreaded 4,800 RPM when they go stupid on a 5.9, but this is the area that they would really change on you, okay? And I want you to pay attention to these numbers on these bottom rows. Now, to read this, for if you're new here or you haven't just seen the tuning videos, you're just here for the what is the death tune. Basically, this is the graph of the engine manifold air pressure sensor or MAP sensor. These upper lines, 14, 23, 31, these are all what the computer sees on decel. You're letting off the gas, you're going downhill, you're coasting to a stop. This is no load. In fact, like a negative load. These middle lines here, 39, 52, and 65.9, this is where your vehicle normally operates in most of its everyday driving, cruising, going to the grocery store, blah, blah, blah. Normal operating conditions, your daily driver, right? The areas on the bottom here, 79.1, 92.3, and 105, these are the areas load and wide open throttle and a heavy vehicle underload that the MAP sensor sees. And the MAP sensor sees this, and this is the table that it refers to provide spark to the engine. A lot there. How do we correct this? Well, we go through a few changes. All right. Here is the changes to alleviate the Death Flash. Most of these areas, we can leave these alone. These are okay. These areas that were not affected by the Death Flash, for the most part, the areas that were affected were the 65, 9, and down. All right. And you could see here under wide open throttle. All right. And heavy load, the engine really having to do some work. This engine, under, its max torque and output and things like this in stock form, is only getting like 17 degrees of total timing. When on a Magnum, they're very happy at about 32. So what's the difference look like? The modification between the Death Flash and where this vehicle should run is anywhere from, 5, 8, 5 to 9 degrees on a medium load, all the way up to 8 13, 14, almost 15 degrees of timing lacking in the wide open throttle, towing your boat type thing, the things that make the engine work like the engine like it's supposed to. So, what does that look like? All right. And this is a blended. Now this chart, this is from Durango. Now this is a Durango, which is already a heavy vehicle. It's got a bunch of miles on it, and it's all-wheel drive. So it's a pretty heavy Durango. So this is a really conservative Spark for a 5.9. If this was just like a regular cab, short bed pickup, something that would weigh two-wheel drive, something that weighed considerably less weight, we could spice these numbers up a little bit and get a little bit more power of it, but I think you're getting the gist of where this is going. Again, we're going from, 17 degrees of total timing at wide open throttle to 32. All right, and you're like, that much? Yes, that's much. 93 octane and a lighter vehicle, you can go a little bit heavier. If this was a big Dodge extended adventurer van built out like an RV, maybe back these down a number or two, because load matters when it comes to pre-ignition, right? And this is the final tune we loaded into this Durango. Did it make a difference? Yes. Did it make a big hootin' scootin' difference? It made a good difference. The day we tested this, it was like over 90 degrees and stuff like that, so you're not going to get every last bit of, you're not going to feel every little last bit of this on a real hot day like today. But it did make a difference, and it woke this thing up, and it's got no more death flash. So this thing will run like it was. This is what the engineers wanted this engine to do. All right. The manufacturer just got caught speeding when it came to emissions, and they had to knock the snot out of your tune. And when you have vehicles that aren't operated on the freeway like this one, it's no problem. So there basically is your death flash. Other mods you might notice on this tune is on the stock ECU, your RPM band ends at 4,800 RPM right up here. We can go into the table by just clicking on engine speed here, and we can extend the table all the way out to 6,000 RPM. Again, when you type in 6,000, it's going to come up 6016. That's just what the computer does. So the engine has a little bit more usable RPM algorithm. It's got a lot more timing. We also added to compensate for the death tune on the fuel, on the power enrichment. Okay, we go to power enrichment by RPM. And the power enrichment factor was like 1.12, 1.1, 1.1, 1.2. And again, this table ended at 4,800 RPM. We added 8% fuel to the wide open throttle because it's a stock motor. 8% is almost exactly what these engines need and like. Now we're up into the high 1.2s, and then the higher RPMs are at the 1.3. So we got a little bit more fuel going into the engine, a little bit more spark, makes real good power. All right, guys, so that's my short version of correcting the dreaded Chrysler Death Flash in your JTEC computer. Again, every vehicle you tune is going to be a little bit different, but this is how it worked out for this nice all-wheel drive Durango. There you go. Mystery solved. Questions, comments, concerns below. Appreciate each and every one of you guys for watching. If you get a chance, do all the likes, shares, and check out the merch and the links below. Have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks.